In March, Ethereum will have an update, and thanks to that, certain tokens might go up in value. So I've pinpointed some, I'll tell you what they are, and why they might go up. So if you're interested, I'll go through all of that after the intro.
I ain't your average suko. I'm dead, just like disco. My bank account is 000.
Hey there and welcome to Road to Millions. Today we're back with a new video, and this time with a new trend and narrative, which has already started a little bit, and as you're gonna see, we may potentially have an opportunity to invest in certain cryptos, in which they could skyrocket thanks to the new Ethereum update coming out in March, which will allow people who previously staked Ether to withdraw them, and that'll have a crucial role. So what does it imply? Basically it means that the people who got their Ethereum locked, they will be able to withdraw them. You may ask why? It's simply to have them liquid in their hands. It's quite interesting because crypto fluctuates really quickly. As you saw in the last few weeks, crypto had a good run, and there's going to be people who would want their Ethereum unlocked just to sell them in case of an outbreak in prices, or simply to use them on DeFi and generate income there. So that's the first thing. Second thing, which will back this narrative even more, is that we've seen the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, hardening the legislation and regulation on staking in which Ethereum is generally involved. Today, the staking of crypto in Kraken is banned, meaning we're going to see, little by little, on centralized exchanges, restrictions on doing staking on pool, meaning for example, you're gonna put a fraction of Ether with multiple other people to create a node of 32 Ether. All of that is gonna be banned, and that'll make it harder for people to put their crypto to work. And here's when it becomes interesting, because at the moment, we have the liquid staking derivative, LSD for short, and it will allow us to get into staking programs via DeFi protocols, meaning decentralized finance, which is not associated to centralized exchanges like Binance, Kraken, and Coinbase, and we'll be able to generate income with our Ethereum. So in the next few weeks and months, in particular starting from March, there's going to be a growing demand for these staking solutions. Today we know that there's only 14% of the total Ethereum supply that is staked, and clearly it's not that much. If we compare it to other blockchains where the staked coins represent 50 to 60% of the supply, there's a ton of people nowadays that don't stake their Ether because there's this problem of having your coins locked for a long time period, which scares off some investors. But now with liquid staking solutions, meaning your Ether will be more or less liquid, the problem is reduced. There could be a huge explosion in demand in this field. That's why I'm potentially going to get into tokens related to that. So I've put together a watch list of DeFi platform tokens, and as you can see, in the last couple of months, they've already started soaring. The most popular one among those is Lido, and then you have other platforms like Rocket Pool or Frax, Stater, or P-Stake. They provide similar features and more or less reward. Big disclaimer before we go further, I'm not whatsoever a financial advisor. Always make your own research before you invest or trade. I'm just sharing my own market analysis, a narrative that I identified, and I'll act upon accordingly. But please don't completely copy what I do. I could always be wrong. It's a possibility, and we are in the DeFi world, so bad things could happen. Any of these platforms could get hacked. Lots of things could happen, in which they could affect the price negatively. Now that being said, we're gonna go to June.com, and we can see the Ethereum tokens that are staked, and what percentage does a certain entity own. And we can see that Lido owns 30% of the market, then Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance, and then we're back to DeFi. So I've identified certain ones that really caught my attention, like Rocket Pool for example, and with this one, it's 2.32% only, meaning it's 10 times smaller than Lido. It's a token that could be interesting because when we head to CoinMarketCap, the market cap of Lido and Rocket Pool is totally different. Lido is ranked 34th with a market cap of $2 billion. With Rocket Pool, it's $500 million. And if more and more people use these staking solutions, and in case Lido lacks the incentive and rewards for other people to join them, people are gonna just go to other platforms to potentially have better returns. I'm gonna pick Rocket Pool, Fraxshare, Stater, and P-Stake Finance. Those are the ones that I pay most of my attention to really. So for Rocket Pool, there's more than 2,000 nodes operating. In terms of size, we can compare it to the whole AVAX blockchain. It's really big, and it could be quite interesting to get in. Imagine if more and more people are gonna use this platform. Thus the token of this platform is gonna go up. And that's knowing that Rocket Pool has only 2.32% of the market share in the recording of this video. It could very well slowly get closer and closer to Lido, for example. And there's the platform Kraken, which has 7.42% of the market, which is going to stop its staking services. So it's 7.42% that is going to have to be distributed to the rest of the market, and thus the DeFi. And the American government is going at centralized platforms more and more, so we could hypothetically say that what's on Coinbase could end up being distributed to DeFi, same as Kraken and Binance. So as you can see, it's a huge market share, which could potentially go to DeFi, and that's a really solid narrative, which could make those kind of tokens explode. Another platform that I like a lot is Frax Finance. What's really interesting is that they offer an APR of around 7%, which is way higher than what Rocket Pool offers, which is 457%. Why do we have more returns here in Frax Finance? It's simply because they bought a huge amount of convex tokens, which helps give the users higher rewards. When you use a protocol like CurveDAO, that's why they can offer these kind of returns. And here's where the whole upside potential lies for the tokens associated to this kind of platform. We're gonna head back to June.com to check their share of the market, and you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna see how much potential lies in here. So here's Frax Finance, and it's at 0.53%, even with higher returns than the other platforms, which will potentially catch investors' attention. So this kind of platform and the tokens associated can increase in value by quite a bit. On top of that, we're in an interesting moment in time because the token has gone up to $13. Today we have a correction of around 30%. We're at $10, which was one of my interest points to enter. And as you can see, the other tokens have went through the same thing, and it's quite interesting to get in now. So my watch list and the tokens I'm gonna invest in within this narrative are Lido, Rocket Pool, Stater, P-Stake, and Frax Finance. The most solid ones are the ones that already started to get bigger in terms of market cap, like Rocket Pool, which ranked 83rd. It experienced some good upside lately after its listing on Binance, Kraken. Most platforms are starting to list this kind of projects because they've noticed the interest. Moreover, all the cryptos I've talked about today, you can find them on Bybit on the spot market. I'll put the link in the description and pinned comment as always. If you use my link, you're not only going to get a $100 bonus when depositing $100, you're going to also get a 15% reduction on your fees. It could help you optimize your investing if you want to get in. Now, going back to the video, the safest one today is Lido, but it could lose interest weeks and months ahead. Then we got Rocket Pool, then Frax Finance, so those are the biggest. Then we got two smaller ones. As you can see, they're ranked 915th and 729th. They have really small market caps at the moment. Here it's 12 million and here it's 6 million. So we have a huge upside potential with the market cap that could really do a madness if the whole narrative goes accordingly. I think you got the main idea. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section, and don't forget to drop a like, and of course share the video between your circle so that they can learn about this stuff. Once more, if you want a 15% reduction on your fees and a $100 bonus on Bybit, you will find my link in the description and pinned comment, and I thank you a lot for it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.